I don't think that Brigham Young was ever supposed to be a leader of the Mormon Church. Joseph Smith made a few indications of who would take his place on the account of his death, and none of them really involved this guy. His brother Hiram Smith was likely supposed to be the one to take Joseph's place. He had been ordained as the assistant president and the presiding patriarch of the church. However, Hiram was killed in Carthage jail alongside of Joseph. Now, Joseph did state that if he and Hiram were taken away, then their other brother, Samuel Smith, would be the successor. But Samuel Smith died about a month after Joseph and Hiram, so that couldn't really pan out. The last of Joseph's brothers was William Smith, and William Smith kind of took the logic of, well, if it's not Joseph and it's not Hiram and it's not Sam, then it must be me. And he did try and exercise a little bit of leadership, but he failed. He didn't do a very good job. Now, Joseph did give a blessing to his son, Joseph Smith III, in which he named him as his successor. But when Joseph Smith died, Joseph Smith III was only 11 years old. Now, he did eventually claim leadership as his father's successor, but it was for the reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is now the Community of Christ, and that wasn't until 1860 when he was 28 years old. Now, similar kind of along this vein, Joseph made an indication that his unborn son, David, would be a great leader of the church, and that he would leave his mark in the world. Now, of course, Joseph died before David was born, but David did lead missionary efforts with his brother, Joseph Smith III. Outside of family relationships, Joseph Smith did indicate that David Whitmer would be a leader or a prophet to the church on the condition that Joseph Smith did not live up to God himself. But Whitmer he left the church in 1838, so that couldn't pan out. And then the other one was Oliver Cowdery, who had been the second elder of the church after Joseph Smith. Joseph had ordained him as the assistant president of the church and had given them the authority to assist in presiding over the whole church and to officiate in the absence of the president. However, Oliver Cowdery was excommunicated in 1838. There will probably be a part 2 because a lot of people made their claim as successors, of course, including Brigham Young.